The haunting tragedy of the Selkies. In the darkest corners of the seas, where the waters churn cold and merciless, and the wind whispers secrets of an ancient and unforgiving world, lies a myth that has chilled the bones of sailors and villagers for centuries. The story of the Selkies, seal women who walk the line between sea and land, love and loss, freedom and captivity, offers a glimpse into a world both enchanting and terrifying. Their legend is one of beauty, betrayal, and an unending yearning for the sea, told in hushed voices around flickering fires, reminding us of the thin veil between the human world and the wild, elemental forces that dwell just beyond our reach. To those unfamiliar, a selkie appears to be an ordinary seal, gliding effortlessly through the icy depths of the ocean. But the truth is far more sinister. When the moon hangs heavy over the waves, and the night is at its deepest, selkies shed their sleek, water-dark skins and transform into hauntingly beautiful women. It is said that on certain nights, lonely men, drawn by the beauty of these sea maidens, would wade along the shore, hiding behind rocks and dunes, hoping to catch a glimpse of these ethereal creatures. But some, driven by greed or a deep, possessive desire, would go further. They would steal the selkie's seal skin, knowing full well that without it, the selkie would be trapped on land, forever severed from her ocean home. This theft of the skin, an act of pure cruelty, doomed the selkie to a life of sorrow. Once the seal skin was stolen, the selkie could not return to the sea, no matter how much she yearned for the cold embrace of the waves or the weightless freedom of the ocean's depths. She was bound to the land and, more tragically, bound to the whims of the men who now held her skin. In the darkness of these myths, we find the story of one selkie who had slipped onto the shore one fateful night, her sealskin glistening with sea mist, and as she reveled in the rare and precious feeling of walking on two legs, a man lurking in the shadows saw her. He watched her dance under the moonlight. Without hesitation, he crept closer, his heart pounding with dark intent, and as soon as she was distracted, he snatched the sealskin she had carefully laid upon the rocks. The selkie, sensing something amiss, turned to find her skin missing and immediately knew what had happened. The horror that swept over her was unimaginable. Her freedom had been stolen, her connection to the sea severed. She was now at the mercy of this man, her very soul trapped on land. The man, clutching the skin, approached her, and in his voice, there was no kindness. He demanded that she become his wife, promising her a home, children, and a life on land. But none of this mattered to the selkie, for no earthly offering could replace the call of the sea, the world where she truly belonged. Yet she had no choice. Without her skin, she could not return to her watery realm. And so, with a heart heavy with grief, she obeyed. The man took her as his wife, but their marriage was nothing short of a living death for the selkie. She moved through the motions of life, bearing his children, tending to his home, but her spirit remained as distant as the waves crashing upon the distant shore. Years passed, and her heart never softened to the life she had been forced to live. She would gaze out at the sea, her soul aching with every tide. She was a creature of the deep, after all. Then came the day that her children, playing in the attic, discovered an old, dusty chest. Inside it, they found the selkie's seal skin, hidden away for years, forgotten by the man who had long assumed that his wife had become resigned to her fate. Curious, the children brought the skin to their mother, not understanding its significance. But the Selkie knew in an instant what they had found. Without a word, she clutched the skin to her chest and fled the house. Her children's cries echoed behind her, but she could not stop. She ran as fast as her legs would carry her, her feet pounding the earth, until she reached the shore. Without hesitation, she slipped into the water, the cool waves lapping at her feet, pulling her back into the world where she truly belonged. She donned her seal skin once again, feeling it wrap around her like a second skin, her true skin. And then, with no final glance at the shore, she disappeared beneath the waves, leaving behind her children and the life she had been forced to live. Her children, the ones she left behind, were said to possess a strange, unearthly beauty, their eyes always seeming to search the horizon, as if waiting for their mother to return. Thus, the Selkie's tale is one freedom torn from a creature who could never belong to the world of men. Even in the quiet of human life, the call of the wild remains unstoppable, and no force can keep a creature of the sea from her true home. For the Selkies, the tragedy lies not just in their stolen freedom, but in the fact that they are forever divided between two worlds belonging wholly to neither. The land steals their souls, but the sea will never forget them. And those who dare to steal from the sea, to cage its creatures, will always face the bitter reality that the ocean's call will one day be answered. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any future content. Hit the notification bell so you get notified whenever we post a new video. We'd love to hear from you, so leave a comment below and share this video with your friends. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.